guys, it's Ashley and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new. So you guys can tell from the title of this video, we are doing my summer TBR and I'm gonna explain some things around this video. So you guys know that I made my video of my complete physical TBR. So basically all the books on these bookshelves behind me that I have not read yet that I need to read. So I told myself if I give myself a TBR, that kind of helps me read books a little bit more and faster. I'm behind on my goals already for the year, so I really need to get to reading. So I thought for myself, instead of doing like a monthly TBR, let's do it quarterly, and we're gonna start with this summer. And I wanted to bring back something that I've done in the past, which I got this idea from Becca in the Books. I love her videos, love her channel. I will link her down below. She does a Bookopoly every month, and I love those videos. I was highly inspired. I have done this in the past, and I decided to try it again, and I made a new board. So this is my Bookopoly board, and I will show you guys all the details of this board. I basically just went through and thought of all the books that I have on my shelves, what genres I read mostly, you know, things like that. So that's what I have going on here. I do have some rules set in place for my TBRs. So for my goals, since it's like a quarterly TBR, I won't do monthly, so I'm setting my goal a little bit higher on the number of books. So for me, I can average around like 4 or 5 books a month. So I'm giving myself 12 books. So we are rolling 12 times on our Bookopoly board to get 12 books for the summer. Now, if I roll a double, then I will have to roll again, and that is an added on book, but that's fine. We can read 13, we can read 14, we can make it work. The main goal, again, is to go through all of my physical books. So this is mainly focusing on my physical books. That does not mean I won't listen to an audiobook or I won't read a book off of my Kindle, but the main focus is these physical books. So that is what we are doing today. I am so excited about this. I cannot wait to see what the TBR gods have in store for me. So let me go ahead and show you guys just a tour of my board really quickly, and then we will get into the spins. So let's go. Okay guys, so here is kind of a full shot of my board. I'm not an artist. I didn't draw any of these. I literally went through my sticker collection and tried to find some stickers to match each genre. So we're just gonna go through it. Don't judge me. Also, I used like metallic gel pens on this and they smear. So is this board perfect? No, but I love it. So let's just go ahead and go through it, and I'll zoom in so you guys can see. Okay, so we are starting on this first row. So when you start at go, if I go around and I land on go, then I have to just find a book recommendation. So something that was recommended to me, either Book Talk, Booktube, Bookstagram, all of the above. Just the book that I've seen that people have recommended. So that is there. Then the first color here is silver, and those are going to be sequels. So a sequel to any series that I have started. It could be book 2, book 3, whichever, just the next book in the series. I do have community chess. My community chess is a list of, I got my chance and community chess mixed up. So community chess is going to be a list of, or it's different books on my bookshelf. So like some that are kind of at the top of my TBR, and then some that are kind of at the bottom. And just if I pick one, whichever book comes up, then that's the book I will read. So that is what community chess is. Then we have short story or novella, 500 plus pages, so a large book. Then this next one is kind of unique for me, but I went with a witchy read because I read a lot of books with witches in them and I enjoy them. And yeah, so I decided to make that a whole category on my board. Then I have chance here. What chance is like certain prompts that I have to read. So like a short story or a BIPOC, you know, kind of book. Just some kind of prompt, and I have to follow that prompt and find a book that, you know, goes with that. So that is what that is. So if I go to, technically I think this is jail. this would be reading an ebook. So like I said, while I'm trying to get through my physical TBR, I can also read an ebook. So that is on the board. Then we have specifically fantasy romance. I do read a lot of fantasy romance. It's one of my favorite genres, so it is there. And then in between those is my most recent purchase. So whichever book I've recently purchased, like the most recent one, I will have to read. Then we have a BIPOC author. So any author of color, I have to read a book by them. And then we have a comic or graphic novel. I have lots of graphic novels and comics on my TBR that I need to read. Those I did not include in that video, but they are on my shelves. So yes. Okay, the next row in the free space, I think is what that one is. It's my pick, so literally any book that I feel like I want to read, I will pick that. Then the next one I have is romance. That's specifically like more like contemporary romance, since I do have fantasy romance on there. So something like that. And then you see next to that, we have oldest on our TBR. So that is like the books that I've had for years that I have not read. Then we have cozy mysteries as a category because I love cozy mysteries and I have so many that I need to read. So that is there. And then in between there, we have a new author. So any books on my bookshelves that is by an author I have not read yet, but I do own the book, so I need to try them out. So any new author. Okay, and then the last row. So on the go to jail square, that is going to be something that is on a previous TBR. So any videos that I've previously made a TBR video for, yeah, if I didn't end up reading the book, then I still need to read them. I will check out those videos and see what I need to read. Then we have specifically fantasy. Again, this could be fantasy romance, but I just want to put fantasy on there because I do read a lot of fantasy. And then next to that, we're going to go on to my Goodreads, and I'm going to look at what is the highest rated book within my TBR on my Goodreads. So that is there. And then the last ones is other. So that is literally anything else that doesn't fall under all the categories I already have. So maybe a sci-fi, maybe just like a middle grade, a YA, you know, all of that jazz. Anything can fall under other. And then the one in the middle in between those is something that is published this year. So that is my board. Let's go ahead and get started with these rolls because we have a lot to do. So let's go ahead. Okay, we are using my little metal Harley Quinn. She's going to be my little game piece. So we're going to put her on go. And my 2 die, they don't match, but it's just 2 die. They will work. So let's do the first roll. Oh, okay, they fell off the board. Let's try that again. We have 5, so let's move her 5. So the first book is going to be 500 plus pages, so that's fun. Starting off with a bang, you guys. Okay, guys, so for roll number 1, we got a 500 plus page book. Just started off with a bang. So for that, I am going with Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. This is book 1 in the Dark Artifices series, well, trilogy. And yeah, I just haven't read this. I need to read it. I'm a little behind on my Cassandra Clare reading, so it is a chunker of a book. I think this is over 600 pages, but I really love the world of the Shadowhunter world, so hopefully I'll get through this one pretty quickly. We'll see. All right, and roll number 2. 9. All right, roll number 2, we landed on fantasy romance. So that should be fun. I think I already know what I want to read on that one. Okay, roll number 2 was fantasy romance, and for that I have chosen Neon Gods by Katie Robert. This is a Persephone Hades retelling, and everybody loves it, so I want to read it. I have read her Wicked Villain series, and I love that series, so I'm hoping I will also love this one too. So this is also book 1 in the series, so yeah. Okay, roll number 3. We got 6. Ooh, my pick. We landed on my pick. Yay. I mean, technically these are all my pick, but you know what I mean. Okay, roll number 3 was my pick, and I feel like I could have, I mean, honestly, I could have picked anything, but I have been dying to read this book since I bought it, so this is my choice. But I am going with Pies and Prejudice by Ellery Adams. This is a cozy mystery series, and I think it's about baking and magic and mystery, so yeah. It's right up my alley, and I cannot wait to read this. So yeah, that is my pick. Roll number 4. 8. Oh, let me move the board. Ooh, a new author. Okay. Okay, roll number 4 was a new author, so any book on my shelf by an author I haven't read from before, and I chose Fake It Till You Bake It. This is by Jamie Wesley. This is a BIPOC romance, so yeah, I have this. And this one just kind of gives me summery vibes, so I think it fits pretty well. I feel like everything else I've chosen has been a little dark so far, so I think this is nice and summery. I have a feeling we might go around this board a couple of times because I have so many spins, or so many rolls, but let's see. Okay, roll number 5. Oh my goodness. Okay, we got 4, and you guys can't see, but it's, can you see it? Yeah, it's a double. So, let's do our 4. We landed on fantasy, and we're going to add another roll because we got a double. Okay, roll number 5 was fantasy, and for that I went with These Violent Delights. This is by Chloe Gong. I really hope that's how you say her name. But I think this is like a Romeo and Juliet retelling, if I'm correct. I think that's what this is. I'm a little weary about this though, because while I've heard a lot of people say that they really love this book, recently I saw a video of a booktuber who I really enjoy, and she DNF'd this book. She didn't like it, so that kind of worries me a little bit, but you know, maybe I will like it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, roll number 6. Ooh, 10. Community chest. Okay, so we landed on our first community chest. So again, these are books that I have chosen. So either top of my TBR or the bottom of my TBR. So let's see what we get. We got Midnight Sun. You guys, this needs to be read, so this is a good pick. All right. Okay, roll number 6, we landed on Community Chest, which was my list of books, or different books from my bookshelves that I need to read, and we pulled Midnight Sun by, I almost said Marissa Meyer, Stephanie Meyer. If you guys don't know, this is Twilight, but from Edward's point of view. You guys know Twilight is my absolute favorite book. I love that series. And I've said multiple times, I bought this book the day that it came out, have not picked it up. But also, in my defense, I did read the original Midnight Sun that she didn't complete, but it was on her website. I have read that, so, I mean, I have read it. I just haven't read it, if that makes sense. Roll number 7. We got 7. Oh, no, that's 6. I can count. That's 6. Okay. Ooh, we got a witchy read. All right. Okay, roll number 7 was a witchy read, and this is a book that I just picked up. It actually wasn't in that last physical TBR video, but I'm very excited about this. And that is The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. This is by Sangu Mandana. I hope that's how you say the name. I apologize if I butchered that, but it's just a witchy read, and it has really good reviews. So yeah, this is what I'll be reading. It kind of gives me Well, it kind of gives me summery vibes. It has like little flowers and stuff on the cover. So it's a cute, maybe. She's like wearing a sundress. Summery. It's summery. Okay, roll number 8. Let's turn the board. Roll number 8. We got 5. Another fantasy romance. You know, I kind of figured I was going to be reading a lot of fantasy romance. Okay, roll number 8 was a fantasy romance, and for that I am going with A Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J. Maas. This is technically book 4, but like the novella in the ACOTAR series. I've read the first 3 books. I have not read this one, and I have not read Court of Silver Flames yet, so I do need to read this one, so I went with this. It's short, it's quick. Also, fun fact, I bought this book at Shakespeare & Company in Paris, so I kind of love this. The only thing I don't love about it is it's not the same size as the rest of my books, but that's neither here nor there. Anyways, but yes, this is what I'm choosing for the next roll. Okay, roll number 9. We got 4. Another community chest. Well, this makes it a little bit easier on picking books, that's for sure. So, next book for community chest, we got, oh, Loath to Love You. This is by Ali Hazelwood. This is actually a collection of all of her novellas. So, does this count as 1 book or technically 3? We'll see what Goodreads says. Okay, roll number 9 was another community chest, and this one we selected Loath to Love You by Ali Hazelwood. Again, this is technically her like novellas all together. So there's 3 in here. It's a collection of 3 novellas. So like, does this technically count as 1 book, or will this technically count as 3? Because it's 3 different novellas. Like, if I were to read the ebooks, they would be all separate, right? So it technically is 3. I'm making it more complicated. Anyways, this is the next roll for community chest. Yes. All right, roll number 10. 6 again. Oh, this time we landed on romance, so that should be fun. Okay, roll number 10 was romance, and for this one, this is another book that was not in that physical TBR video because I just picked it up, but I'm very excited about this one. So for romance, I chose Twisted Love. This is by Anna Huang. I think it's how you say that. Huang? I hope I'm saying that correctly. But this is book 1, and I think a series of 4 books. They've been out for a while, but I know people love them. I actually heard about this one on Book Talk before Booktube. But yes, I have this one, and hopefully I'll love it. I think people really like this series, so we'll see. Roll number 11. 5. New author again. What are the odds? Okay. Okay, roll number 11 was a new author, and while this author is not a new author, this author is a new author to me. I've never read any of her books. So I'm choosing Daughter of the Pirate King. This is by Trisha Levenseller. This is like an OG, like Booktube book, like back in the day, one of the YA fantasy books. This is just what I decided to go with, and I haven't read it. Hopefully I will like it. I know people loved it back in the day, so we'll see. Yeah. Roll number 12. And another double, and we got 8, so. Oh, our first chance. Okay, so again, chance is like prompts that I have to follow. So I have to find a book that falls within that prompt. So our first chance card, we got, oh, young adult. I have some young adult, so that should work. Okay, roll number 12 was our chance card, and our prompt was a YA book, so a young adult book. And I decided to go with Wicked Lovely by Melissa Marr. This is, again, another OG, like throwback, way back OG book. And I have started this book in the past, and I actually really enjoyed what I read. I just didn't pick it back up, so hopefully I will get through it this time and really enjoy it. I think this one is about fae, I want to say. I think this is what this book's about. Or like fairies. Is it fair? Yeah, this is about fairies. There's fairies in this. Okay, got it. Well, that was 12 rolls, but we did roll 2 doubles, so we have 2 more rolls to go. So we are at a total of 14. Wow, okay. So, roll number 13. 10. Another witchy read for roll 13. Interesting. All right, roll number 13 was a witchy read, because what are the odds of that? But I'm gonna go with A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon. This is like a recent purchase of me. I literally picked this up based off of the cover, but I'm hoping that I will enjoy it. And I think it has pretty good reviews, so we'll see how this one goes for me. But yeah. And then our last roll, unless this is a double, but roll number 14, let's see what we get. 11, okay. Okay. We are on our 3rd community chest, so yet another book that has already been chosen for me. So let's see what we get on this community chest. Ooh, we got Magic and Macaroons. This is a cozy mystery by Bailey Cates, so fun times. Okay, roll number 14, our last roll, because we did have 2 doubles. Last roll was Community Chest, so another book that was chosen for me, but I am excited about this one. And we got Magic and Macaroons by Bailey Cates. This is another cozy mystery, and I love this series. I believe this is book 5 or 6 in this series. Absolutely love it. She's a baker, she's a witch, stuff happens around her. I love it. Ooh, ooh, don't fall. Ooh, don't fall. Ooh, don't fall. Don't fall. Okay. Okay. Oh no. Oh, they're falling. I'm trying to. Here we go. Okay. Okay, guys, so these are all of my books for my summer TBR. This is 14 books. It's a hefty pile, but I'm actually pretty excited about all of these. These are really some books that I really want to read and want to get to. Some of them are a little bit older, some are newer. So we got a nice variety, and a nice variety of, well, I would say a nice variety of genres, but it's a lot of fantasy in here, because that's what I read mostly. Fantasy and romance all mixed together is what this pile is. But I am so excited about this. I cannot wait to get to these books. I'm hoping excuse me, I'm hoping to maybe do some like reading vlogs throughout the summer to like give you guys some kind of updates on my reading and how this TBR is going. We'll see how that goes. I'm not really good with reading vlogs, but we'll try. But yeah, so that is everything. I'm so excited about this. I love my Bookopoly board. I hope you guys like it too. Again, I did get this idea from Becca in the Books. I will link her down below so you guys can check out her Bookopoly videos. They're amazing. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe down below. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.